Hello students, today we will study about the importance of variations. We have already discussed that if organisms have to reproduce, then the cells need to be able to make a copy of themselves, which means that DNA of a cell must be able to make a copy of itself. An important thing to note here is that DNA copy is never 100% perfect. Here's an example. As you can see in the image, certain combinations of letters are there, like in the parental DNA, A and T or C and G. Now if you notice, the combinations in parents' DNA and offspring's DNA are almost similar, except of one difference: the place where the pair CG should come in the offspring's DNA, the combination TA is copied instead. This is an error of copying. Such errors lead to variations in some organisms. Now a question arises whether these variations are good or bad. Well, if you look at it for individual point of view, variations can be either good or bad, or sometimes it can be harmless. But for the species, variations are definitely good. If the species need to survive for a longer period of time, maybe 1,000,000 of years, then it needs to have variations. That is how the species will evolve and adapt to the changes in the environment. Let us take an example. Consider a species of bacteria living in water at 27 degrees Celsius. That means it is adapted to this temperature. This temperature is perfect for these bacteria to survive. Now consider that these bacteria reproduce and increase their population. As we know that every different bacteria will have different variations because of the DNA copying, some of these variations might be good or some of these variations might be harmless for this particular environment. So these bacteria will keep on reproducing and will not be affected by these variations. But what about the variations which are bad for the bacteria? Let's say one of this bacteria has a variation. I have colored here it as the pink bacteria. Now because of this variation, it can live only in higher temperatures and not in 27 degrees Celsius. Then what will happen? It might die, or because it is not adapted to the present environment, it may not be able to reproduce much, and so this bacterium is at disadvantage. So we conclude that variations can be good or harmless or bad for an individual. Now let's think from the species point of view. Why is it good for a species? There are some reasons. For instance, for the individuals which have good variations, that's great for them, as they will be able to reproduce and grow in number, and they will also be able to fit in the environment. So species as a whole is not affected by the bad variations of its individual organisms. The second most important reason is that the environment or the space which they are living in may change. That means temperature of water will not always remain 27 degrees Celsius. It may rise because of the global warming. Now what will happen? Now we will see that these bacteria are at disadvantage as they are adapted to 27 degrees Celsius. But this pink colored bacteria now has an advantage, right? as it is adapted for the higher temperature. And as the time passes by, we will see that the number of other bacteria are now decreasing, but the number of these pink bacteria will increase as they are better adapted to the new higher temperature. This means variations prepare the species to adapt itself in case the environment changes, and so the variations are super important for a species to survive.